Here's a clip of me reenacting that scene from The Room.
I did not hit her, not true, it's BS, I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi Mark.
Hello, I am Elijah Wales, and okay, this is my award show, but it's kind of like the Oscars, but more me. And I just got my tie, a very dank tie, which is so dank I'll never really put on. Okay, the one problem I have with this award show is most of it's kind of exactly like the Oscars. But what I mean is the Oscars kind of got right this year, to be honest, in my opinion. Except like a half dozen awards. They gave away some awards which I'm not exactly too pleased of, or I just haven't seen them yet. Please clarify, I haven't seen Darkest Hour yet, nor I haven't seen Phantom Thread. Although I'm all calling by your name. All I know they're probably great movies, you probably like them. I apologise, I haven't seen them yet. If you're wondering if it went no, not my award show, that's why. Let's get going. And for the winner for special visual effects, it goes to Blade Runner 2049. It's kind of like the original, directed by Ridley Scott, where it feels so practically made. This time, directed by Denis Villeneuve, it keeps this practical nature to it and adds some CGI into the mix. And it feels, and of course, they did. I think they filmed some miniature buildings like Wallace's office and the LA's police department office. Like the original, they've tried to keep it as mainly practical as possible without going full-blown CGI like Michael Bay does. And best editing goes to, my tie's loose, Dunkirk. Yeah, like I said, some awards are I kind of agree on, and this is probably one of them I do agree on. Basically, one scene where they're in this when the British are in this abandoned ship and Germans are shooting it and they're trying to get out of it. Like if tigers can sail away, but since the boat's been severely damaged, there's no real point. And best makeup and hairstyling, better than my hair. What colour should I dye it next time? Leave in the comments below. What colour should I dye my hair? The most commented, I'll dye it that colour. It goes to two films, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and Ghost in the Shell. Okay, before you shoot at me again, I understand the hatred of Ghost in the Shell, or the mixed reception really. Yeah, one thing I do like about the makeup is like Dave Bautista's character, where it's again all entirely makeup, and it kind of feels so practically made, while for Ghost in the Shell, it's pretty much Michael Pitt's character of Kuze, who's the antagonist in the film, or sort of antagonist, where he has this plaster china all over his six-pack, his torso, and his arms, where it's half CGI and half plaster and china work. Yeah, it's pretty interesting how they did it, to be incredibly honest. And of course, hit the afro of Yondu, which still looks incredibly dope. Best cinematography goes to Roger Deakins for Blade Runner 2049. Finally, he won an Oscar after work with Sam Mendes and Denis Villeneuve and the Coen brothers. He has finally got a cinematography Oscar. Finally. I mean, check out his work with Denis Villeneuve, which is Sicario. It's actually a really good movie, it is. And production design is Shape of Water, where it's, I think the apartment where the main character lives, and the cinema which the apartment sits above, and a laboratory which is so 60s based, and of course the costume work and Michael Shannon's office, and that van where they try to escape with the monster. Best sound. Dunkirk. Like I pointed out at the Oscars, the sound mixing and sound editing are pretty much the same really, if you come to think about it. Same contenders and pretty much the same winner, Dunkirk. Best song, it goes to two films. It goes to I Get Overwhelmed by Dark Rooms for the movie A Ghost Story, and This Is Me from the movie Great Showman. Two brilliant songs that, if you haven't heard of them, I'll promise I'll put a link down below in the description if you haven't heard of it. Best score, again, it's a 2-0. It goes to both Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, where in the opening credits has a song so eerily familiar to Graveville Firefly's Home Sweet Home, which is, I think, one of the most recent films that I cry to. And the other winner is Shape of Water, basically in the opening credits, where it's kind of this reminiscent French music with the accordion and all that. Yeah, I think when it comes to accordion, I kind of think France first. Animated feature. I think this year I haven't watched that much animated films this year. I've heard Coco was really good, but this year I'm going to Isao Takahata's produced movie, Rear Turtle, where this man stranded in the desert Ireland, and he pretty much finds a girl who also takes the form of a turtle, and spends the rest of his days here, without dialogue. Piece of cake. And we're getting to the screenplays and acting and directing picture awards. First, for adapted screenplay, goes to yeah, I think this thing's done choke me up. Disaster Artist, based on the book Disaster Artist, My Life Inside the Room, the best bad movie ever made, which is a book by Greg, who plays Mark in the movie, and his really on and off relations with Tommy Wiseau and his bizarre behaviour on stage. That definitely deserved a nomination, and so did James Franco's direction and acting as Tommy, and compared to my performance. And Best Original Screenplay, Get Out from Jordan Peele. Playing the Terry Gilliam rulebook, which is start off a comedy, then do a thriller movie. Like Terry Gilliam did 12 Monkeys, which I absolutely love, and he originated from the Flying Circus of the Monty Python, which is one of my favourite comedy comedians I ever knew, I grew up with. And Get Out is pretty much the last thing you want to consider comedic, along with 12 Monkeys. Sub-actress, it goes to Octavia Spencer for Shape of Water. Basically, a friend to the mute Sally Hawkins, who works in the 60s laboratory where they keep the monster. She did an excellent job. She was very sophisticated, very likable, and pretty much doesn't give up and know what she's doing. Know what Sally Hawkins' character is doing. Sub-actor, Sam Rockwell in Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, where he plays, through the first half, he plays this unlikable racist police officer who pretty much beat up the local advertising group for pretty much criticising their progress for Frances McDowell's daughter's death. Yeah, I think the longer the movie, the more you get to like him. After he got burnt, after the police station got burnt, got to a pub fight, and then a road trip to Idaho. And actress goes to Frances McDowell for Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Again, this is a brilliant performance where he pretty much depicts a grieving mother after the loss of her daughter, and pretty much takes the police on to billboards and criticises police for pretty much having a non-existent progress about it. And it has Peter Dinklage and Woody Harrelson in it, who are both of them are excellent in their roles, despite Peter Dinklage's being, I think, around 15 minutes of the film. Frances McDowell pretty much steals the show and pretty much steps into the spotlight whenever she's on camera. And Best Actor, Daniel Gorelli for Get Out, where he plays an African American man who goes to his in-laws, who have a surprise that he's not going to appreciate or want to forget. And it involves brain transplants. Yes. Nothing wrong with brain transplants. Yes. No. Okay. No. Nothing wrong here. Best director is Guillermo del Toro for Shape of Water. Okay, I may be slightly back to nitpicking Shape of Water, which I did in my review. which is I prefer Pan's Labyrinth, which is to my personal taste. But not to be a bit arrogant or anything. I do like Shape of Water, but I prefer Pan's Labyrinth. And Best Picture, it goes to 2 films: Dunkirk and Shape of Water. Since Dunkirk, like Blade Runner 2049 and Baby Driver, 3 of my favourite films of the year, and Shape of Water, which again also deserved the Oscar. Since I placed it on 3 films, Dunkirk and 3 Billboards and Shape of Water, and Shape of Water went on top. And hope you agree with my opinions. Let me know in the comments, and like my video and subscribe, and this is Elijah Awesome. Bye!